90 days में क्या? 90 days में approval. 90 days में क्या? 90 days में सब clear. 30 to 90 days is what should be the focus of everybody. Real estate is something which involves series of steps. So if I were to say in one line, I think we are very much aware of what not to do along with what to do. What customer want is they want an iPhone experience. What you have shown me in the brochure is what I should be getting. So they are not saying that you give the moon whatever you are promising me, please give it to me on time. So I feel government should stop looking to this industry as a means of generating revenue for their capital growth. All the developers or a group of developers can come down together and do a Miyawaki plantation. Lakhs of jobs are going away from Maharashtra, Mumbai MMR to other places. People are not coming to MMR or in Maharashtra, to work. It's because of the high cost of premiums. Government has come out with Ladki Bahin scheme. The economists are saying that every lady who is getting 3,000 rupees, she is going to spend the money in the next 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. And this money will come in the economy, which will have a ripple effect. Accordingly, the government will get more GST, more income tax. They have taken a telescopic approach. Even for the premium, the government needs to take a telescopic approach. Welcome to Developers Diaries, where we go beyond buildings and brands. I'm the AI version of Nayan Shah, here to introduce the real one. As the Managing Director of Mayfair Housing and former President of CREDAI-MCHI, Nayan Shah has spent decades shaping Mumbai's real estate with a focus on integrity, inclusivity, and smart urban planning. From championing affordable housing to navigating complex policies, his voice has influenced both the market and the mission. As your AI version, I'm curious what drives your vision in real estate and how do you see the future of our cities evolving? Thank you for the opportunity today. Mayfair is a 6 decades old company. It was founded by my parents. The third generation, Aditi and Anai too, have decided to make real estate as their career. Over the period of time, we have been very, very conservative in whatever we have been doing. Because real estate is something which involves series of steps, which many times are not within the control of the developer. So it is, I would say, real estate is both a science and also an intuition. When do you start a project? When do you not start a project? What do you do? What do you not do? So I think in the last 60 years, what our company has learned is what not to do rather than what to do. So if I were to say in one line, I think we are very much aware of what not to do along with what to do. Currently our projects, we are doing a township at Virar. We are doing a very high premium project at Bandra, Santa Cruz. We just started in Andheri and we have lined up about 8 to 10 large redevelopment projects in the suburbs. Bandra, Khar, Santa Cruz, Borivali, Kandivali, Dadar, so on and so forth. So our plate is full. You've mentioned your plate is full with ongoing work. And clearly, customer aspirations are rising. What are some innovative features or amenities today's buyers are seeking, and how is Mayfair integrating them into its projects? So what the customer wants today, see, when you take an iPhone, right, you get it in a pack. All you need to do is to unpack it, which will take a minute, and another 2 minutes to start the phone. So what the customer wants today, they want an iPhone experience. So if I were to put it very, very simply, they want an iPhone experience. This is their aspiration. And that developer who can meet that aspiration is the developer who will succeed. And earlier it was the hygiene, good title, good construction, OC and stuff like that. Over a period of time, the bar has been raised by a number of developers. What the customer wants is that what you have shown me in the brochure, what you have shown me in the walkthrough is what I should be getting. So they are not saying that you give the moon whatever you are promising me, please give it to me on time and make it into a package. So this is the aspiration in short. How have customer mindsets and aspirations shifted from the pre-COVID era to the post-COVID world, especially in terms of what they expect from their homes and communities? So basically what has happened is that during the COVID time was a time of pessimism, anxiety, fear. But I think the whole world has become resilient. The whole world has accepted that change and a black swan event can occur anytime. At the same time, the productivity and effectiveness and efficiency all over the world has dramatically gone up. And so has been the income of the people, and so has been the supply, and so has been the demand. So I think we are looking now to another real estate revolution, I feel. And all over MMR, there are number of micro markets that are emerging. And each of these micro market, is emerging in a well organized manner. If you see the pattern is same everywhere. And the role of channel partner, I feel the channel partners have become most professional. And I really compliment this industry of channel partners. They come so well prepared, they are so well focused. So I think it's an excellent bond world over. It is the channel partners who are responsible for the success of a developer. So I see this relationship becoming more and more professional and more intense. You mentioned micro markets earlier. Can you tell us which key micro markets Mayfair is currently operating in, and what trends you've observed in terms of demand and supply in those specific areas? So we operate in the Virar market. We operate in the Borivali Kandivali market. We operate in the Bandra market. We operate in the Andheri market. We operate in the Ghatkopar market. We are about to start in Dadar. I think at each of the place, people are looking for location, the right product. It's like this, that on different days of the month, you want to have
and what trends you've observed in terms of demand and supply in those specific areas?
Some days you want something else. So it all depends upon how smart the developer is. That what is it, what cuisine, what product is needed by the market and is not available, and how you can provide for it. I think that defines the success of a developer in a micro market.
When we talk about structural reforms like RERA, demonetization and GST, how have these changes impacted the real estate market as a whole?
I feel that RERA, demonetization, GST, I think these are very, very positive. Where we need is still a challenge is approvals, is land records, is title, is litigation. I think if these 4 areas we can properly cover, so that will clear the supply side. That means there is a landowner, there is a society who is willing to develop. Now what is the time taken once a society signs up to say I want to start and the date of starting? I think government should examine in the MMR how much time it is taking and how this whole process can be brought down to 90 days. I think 90 days should be the focus of the government, whether local government, state government, central government. I think it should be 90 days. If I were to say, what is that one liner that I want to tell today? My one liner is 90 days. 90 days में क्या? 90 days में approval. 90 days में क्या? 90 days में सब clearance. मतलब 30 to 90 days is what should be the focus of everybody.
Developers demanding industry status from a long time, if government approve it, and how would it help real estate financially?
In my view, the industry status has become meaningless now. It is already a recognized industry. The point is that institutions like RBI, RERA, local government, state governments, they need to focus, I would say, on this 30 to 90 days. 30 days mein how you can get a bank finance, construction finance, matlab everything should fall in this 30 to 90 days period. And keeping this as a goal, let's say today's marathon runner has a goal to run a marathon within less than 2 hours. That's his goal. Today the world record is 2 hours 5 minutes. So same way, what's the goal? I would say the goal is 30 to 90 days.
With the ongoing market revolution, what's your take on high premiums and approval costs? How are they affecting both home buyers and developers? And how has this impact been different in Mumbai compared to other cities?
So, one of the reasons why the Mumbai MMR market has become, it cannot compete with the other markets of India, and because of which lakhs of jobs are going away from Maharashtra, Mumbai, MMR to other places. Or people are not coming to MMR or in Maharashtra, to work, is because of the high cost of premiums. And apart from the high cost of premiums, schemes like SRA, redevelopment, cess buildings, for every one flat that is developed and sold in the market, that flat purchaser is financing two flats, the cost of it. Meaning, if I am doing a SRA project, unless I don't rehab two tenants, I will get one sale flat. When I do a redevelopment, generally I give 1.5 times the area to the society, plus the premium. So I feel that government should stop looking to this industry as a means of generating revenue for their capital growth. I think what they should do is now, see, as it is, they have started giving payment of premium in 5 years installments. I think now what they should do is, they can decide on the premium. They're okay, we want to take 10,000 rupees premium per square feet, but get into an annuity model. And what is annuity model? When I take a life insurance premium, what I am doing is an annuity. I am paying a small premium every month, either to secure that in case something were to happen to me, my family will get a once lump sum amount, or after 30 years when I retire, I get an amount which I can use then to finance my retirement plan. So it is extremely important for the government to come down to an annuity model. And if you come down to the annuity models, the cost of development in Mumbai and in MMR will drop by at least 40 to 50%. And this will dramatically lead to rise in the supply, rise in the demand, and will have a great effect. Like the other day, government has come out with the Ladki Bahin scheme. Now, a lot of people are saying that this is doling out of a subsidy. But actually what the economists are saying, that every lady who is getting 3,000 rupees, she is going to spend the money in the next 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. And this money will come in the economy. It will start from the grassroots level, which will have a ripple effect into the growth of the economy, and accordingly, the government will get more GST, more income tax, so on and so forth. So they have taken a long term, they have taken a telescopic approach. So what is required is that even for the premium, the government needs to take a telescopic approach. They need to take an annuity approach for the premiums.
With today's consumers being highly environmentally conscious, what is Mayfair's roadmap toward carbon neutrality? Can you share some recent sustainable initiatives, their impact, and the measures you've adopted to control pollution at your construction sites?
So let me answer this question very holistically. Carbon neutral is a goal. How do you achieve it? You have a small project where people are developing a 500 meters plot and people developing 150 acres. All those who are doing large projects, they compulsorily have to take an approval under MOEF. And hence, for them, solar power, reduction in so many things become compulsory and they comply. But what happens to the small developer? So I have a suggestion. Can government identify in each region, maybe 10 acres, 20 acres, 50 acres, 100 acres of green land, where all the developers or a group of developers can come down together and do a Miyawaki plantation. Government can come out with certain projects where rainwater harvesting, check dams. Okay. So what happens is that when I'm doing a single independent building, it is very difficult for me to do, ESG initiative in that. But then my conscience is clear that whatever I'm doing here, I'm setting off against planting maybe 1,000 trees, maybe doing a check dam, maybe doing something else. So I think we need to look at carbon neutral in a holistic manner. If government and the NGOs and the developers, CREDAI-MCHI, can come together and work out, okay, what is the carbon footprint that we are consuming, that is a negative mark, what is to be done to get the positive mark so that it becomes neutral. I think if we can have a plan on that and implement it, I think within 5 years, 2029, 2030, the whole industry can become carbon neutral.
Where do you see the MMR real estate market by 2030? And what's Mayfair's vision and role in shaping that future?
I think the MMR market is the most promising and the highest growth area in the, I would not say in the country, but in the Asian region. And sky is the limit. I mean, and Mayfair wants to be a very active player, and with the leadership growing in Mayfair, we are eagerly looking forward. I mean, I can't tell in numbers because there is so much huge opportunity, that I'm not able to really. But we are right at the moment thinking, how do we make and get the best? Should we go for IPO or should we go into strategic partnerships? Matlab, we are just trying to still, introspect and come out. But we definitely want to be a significant player in the MMR market. That brings us to the end of this insightful conversation. In a city of constant churn, voices like Nayan Shah's remind us why clarity, conviction, and conscience still matter in real estate. This is the AI avatar signing off.